Okay, I drank some water, took a break, ready to record part 2 of this. I'm recording it on the same day, but it's probably going to go up a little bit later than the first half. But in this video, I'm going to be covering the second half of this sketchbook. I used this sketchbook for about a year. It is the Handbook Co. Travelogue. Can't remember what size it is. I think it's the portrait size, but it's green and it's nice. Doesn't handle mixed media super well, but it's also not the worst. Got it on Amazon for like 20 bucks. Yeah, in the last video I already talked about all the stickers, so if you want to know where these stickers are from, you can go watch the other one. Although I did realize I didn't talk about these two. These are from Unbound Babes. I love this sticker so much. It's one of my favorite stickers I've ever owned. I think it is so cute and so funny. And nobody ever notices it says Area 69 and that it's sex toys, which is so funny to me. Anyways, sketchbook time. We are going to flip to the halfway point, which is where I left off in the last one. And I'm sorry about the weird camera angle. The sketchbook is so big. This is the only way I can fit it in frame, is having my phone angled like that. So yeah, we'll have to make do. Country girls make do. So yeah, this was one of the first sketchbook spreads I did of the year. It's fan art for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I put off watching it for a really long time because I knew that it was gonna make me cry. And then I watched it with my mom, and I was on my period, and I was just like bawling my eyes out for like 3 fucking days. Every time I thought about these stupid fucking rocks with googly eyes, I start fucking crying. So, yeah, these were just like studies from the movie, and I did use real googly eyes, because my girlfriend had a bunch, and I thought it was fun. I used red and black ink, and like these really shitty little fine pens that I got from Amazon. They have little cats on them. That's all I know. They're one of my favorite pens to sketch with, but they suck. This is stuff from the start of the semester. My illustration and comics professor made us do a prompt list that we were going to follow throughout the semester. And at the start of each class, we would spend 45 minutes as a group drawing in our sketchbooks. And it was really nice because it forced me to get back into the habit of using my sketchbook regularly. These are also thumbnails for just little in-class exercises, and then she made us do character design, and these look so bad. I hate these. I was trying to design like a little wiener dog character, and it looks rough. This one's kind of nice. I kind of like this shape, but this one is scary. So here's the start of my semester-long sketchbook project. I decided to do studies from movies and TV shows. I worked really hard on these, and I like the Pearl one, but I hate the X one. The X one was my very first page, and I had no idea what I was doing. So I did X and I did Pearl. This one's kind of wonky, but I like the colors. This one's pretty nice. The pig I hated at the time, but now I think it's fun. So yeah, X and Pearl. This page was thumbnails for a project that were so scattered. Yeah, little self-portrait doodles. I really like this one. I feel like that really this feels like me. More in-class exercise stuff. We had to do comics. I misunderstood this assignment like completely, but I did like a deep personal one and then like a silly one about my girlfriend's lizard escaping his tank. Next pages, we did Midsummer and Don't Worry Darling. I hate how this one looks, but I liked this one more at the time. Now I'm kind of meh. Yeah, I did both of these films because I was like, oh, Florence Pugh, because I tried to make the 2 pages kind of go together for the week. So yeah, this is, I had a hard time with this one. And then this one's alright, it's fun. I actually cosplayed Danny at MomoCon this year, so I'm almost sick of looking at this design because I had to make the bib and the crown kind of recently, and it was a lot of work. Thumbnails for stuff, again, for my illustration class, I did a calendar, because we had to do a calendar, so you had to do 12 illustrations, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna draw, like, my friends as fairies, and it was really fun. People really liked it, because I got to include a lot of people that I love. And this is what I wanted to make Carly Rae Jepsen themed Valentines, and I just did not get around to it. I made one little graphic, but I didn't do anything with it, besides throw it on the subreddit and call it a day. These I wanted to be so much better than they are. I wanted to do blocky gouache color studies of Coraline and ParaNorman, because they're 2 of my favorite movies ever, and I just feel like I did not do them justice. Yeah, I bought myself new gouache for Christmas. I was trying to use And it just, I don't know. I also didn't have a crazy amount of time to do these. More thumbnails for that calendar project. If you want to see the final results, they're on my social media. You can go check them out. These are fun. Always Sunny. I like the Danny DeVito one the most. I feel like this captures the vibe of the show at least, even if it's not perfect. And then I did this Broad City one because I was making my girlfriend watch Broad City with me before I went to New York. So yeah, that was fun. This one was pretty popular. People really liked this one. I did White Lotus and Last of Us because they were big HBO shows at the time. Fucking love White Lotus. Last of Us was so good. I never finished the game, so I knew how it ended, but I never finished the game, so it was nice to actually, like, I don't know, follow the story a little better this time. And while I was sketching this, there was like a mom and her kid like touring the art building, like it was like a high schooler and their mom. And the mom like came up behind me and like saw that I was drawing Pedro Pascal and was like, he's so hot. I love him so much. And then I was just like, thanks. And then I looked and she just like ran away. Like this mom just like sprinted away from me and left the room. And I was like, okay. It was so weird. This was thumbnailing a comic for class. This was me trying to figure out what I wanted to make for twerp this year, because I always make them art when they come into town. And I was gonna do these stickers of them in like Cabbage Patch Kid style. Or like, no, it was Rainbow Bright. It was Rainbow Bright. I was so excited and then I didn't do it. Did Jennifer's Body and But I'm a Cheerleader. I love these. These might be my favorite from this project. I love that this feels like a vintage poster. And this one's just so soft and nice, and like I feel like it captures how that movie makes me feel. But these are movies that I made my girlfriend watch, like our first 2 dates. I think like one of our first dates I made her watch But I'm a Cheerleader, and then the next time I saw her, we did a Booksmart and Jennifer's Body double feature. Because I was like, I have to show you all of my favorite gay movies now. This was a sketch that I turned into what was it? May Patreon rewards. This is a bookmark I want to make of the Georgia Aquarium. Haven't done it yet. Thumbnails for an illustration project where I had to do alternate book covers for a series I like, so I picked Warm Bodies. These are like fun little sketches I want to turn into digital icons so bad. I just haven't yet. But I love digital icon packs. I've bought so many from so many artists. I use them in my Notion. They are so fucking cute. So I really want to make some and like put them up on my Ko-fi and my Patreon and maybe turn them into stickers. I haven't yet. Palm Springs and Booksmart. I always think these movies came out at the same time, even though they didn't. Because Booksmart was 2019, this was 2020. But these were like my comfort movies during like early pandemic. Booksmart I love because I graduated in 2020, so I didn't get a graduation, but the main characters remind me so much of me and my best friend from high school, and I feel like I'm just living vicariously through them because we were dorky AP girlies, and yeah, I don't know, it's just fun to project onto them, I guess. Palm Springs, one of my favorite movies of all time. It is the love story ever. I fucking love it. I adore it. It's so good. Fortnite drawings, because around this time-ish, I got really into Fortnite. I'm still really into Fortnite. Maybe that's cringe. I don't care. There were so many cute girls in Chapter 4, Season 1, so I was drawing them. This is Desdemona. I fucking love Desdemona. I like Fish Stick a lot, too. I used to only play with the Fish Stick skin for 2 years, and then finally I started appreciating the cute girls more. And this is a drawing of the cat my family took in. Her name's Scoots McRocket Feet, but I didn't have room, so I wrote McRocket. But she's Scoots McRocket Feet. Did Atlanta and Spider-Verse. Did Atlanta because I love that show. I live here. If you live here, it's very funny. If you don't live here, it's probably also still very funny. It's genius television. It's so good. And then I did Spider-Verse next to this one because the whole reason Miles exists is kind of because of Donald Glover. So, yeah, and I did the red and blue color schemes for both, just to make it feel cohesive. Breaking Bad and Superbad. They both have bad in the title, and Celia and I make fun of them. Well, not make fun of them, but they're like inside jokes to us. This Breaking Bad page ruined my fucking life. Yeah, I posted a time-lapse of me drawing it on TikTok, and I put a silly little Fortnite audio over it, and it blew up. and not in a good way. People were making fun of me for drawing with crayons, even though the whole point was I'm drawing something silly with crayon, or something serious but with crayons. I'm making something serious silly. Breaking Bad is a very serious show, despite it being memed on so hard. But I also forgot Breaking Bad is very popular with like teenage boys right now, and teenage boys are fucking ruthless. So they were bullying me for drawing with crayons, they were bullying me for how I grip my pencil, they were bullying me for the audio I had chosen because they thought it was sincere and not ironic. I had to turn on heavy comment filtering. I was still blocking people left and right. People were reposting it to make fun of me. It sucked. It really sucked. I was just trying to be silly. I went from like 2,000 to like 6,000 followers in like a week because of this fucking video, though. So at least there was that. And then the McLovin page. I just drew the McLovin license because it's funny. This was when I was writing my twerp zine that I made to give to twerp. This is what I ended up giving them. I made a cute little zine about how much I love twerp. Before that, I really wanted to do a zine about my best friend Zoe, and then I just didn't get around to it. Maybe one day I'll make it. But yeah, this is about what it looks like when I write a zine. This is like an 8-page zine, and this is how much note-taking I did. Wizards of Waverly Place and Whip It, because both of these things were part of my gay awakening. Elliot Page is so fucking hot in this movie. I was obsessed with Bliss when I was a child. Yeah, everybody in this movie is hot. The Wizards of Waverly Place, I was just obsessed with when I was a kid, because it was a pretty girl who could do magic, and I liked that. I like the spread. I don't like this one, but I love this. Just drawing my OCs and pretty stuff from Pinterest, and like just fun little doodles. Did both of these movies because they have Michael Cera, did Scott Pilgrim, and Juno. Really liked that I did this on notebook paper. I feel like it adds to the vibe. This is Crayola marker on notebook paper, and this is Prismacolor pencil. This was when I was taking sketch requests from Instagram, so all of these were suggested by friends. These are questions that I wrote out for, I got my professor to invite Radia Rahman, Knives Meow, to do a guest lecture over Zoom, and I wrote out like all the questions I wanted to ask her, and then I got too scared to ask her all of those questions, so I only asked like 2 of them. I asked her, if you could do any brand collaboration, what would you do? And she said Bagoo or Big Bud Press. And then I think I said something about like fan art, or like, oh, if you could design for any like franchise or IP, and I want to say she said Tamagotchi? I can't remember. Anyways, one of my friends asked for Preminger from Princess and the Pauper. One of my friends asked for Furret, Pokemon. One of my friends asked for Mordecai and Rigby. Someone said Raz. Someone said a reptile, so I drew our bearded dragon Dip. And then I just filled in the space with group love, because this was right around the time they announced I Want It All Right Now. And this album is very personal to me because I am in some of the music videos, and I was there for the album cover. I'm cropped out of the album cover, but one of my best friends isn't, and that's what matters. And so you can see her arm, and that makes me happy. So yeah, they finally announced it after months of like me having to just keep quiet about it. So they were like, oh, here's the music video, and I was like, yes, yes, yes. So in one of the videos that I'm in, they wear this giant suit and are walking through the park, and I'm roller skating behind them, and it was really fun. It was a really fun shoot, because I never skate anymore either, so I liked getting to get out and skate. Over the Garden Wall and Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is probably my favorite show of all time. It's what made me want to go to art school. It's what made me want to go into sequential art specifically. It's amazing. Pretty much everything that could be said about it has been said, but it is very near and dear to my heart. I feel like I understand this show in a way that nobody else will. That it's my piece of media like that. And then Over the Garden Wall. I watched Over the Garden Wall as it was airing, and I feel very lucky that I got to be a part of that experience, because I know so many people that are like, oh, I didn't know about it until like 2 or 3 years ago, and I'm like, what? Yeah, I was there at the beginning. I was there when we didn't know what Jason Funderburker looked like, and people were drawing headcanons for what he looked like, and they were all very wrong. So, yeah, this is ink. I don't love this, but people on TikTok really liked it. Didn't love this one that much either, but people really liked it. It's Prismacolor, and then watercolor washes over it. Did Beetlejuice. Mixed feelings about this one. I liked it a lot at the time. I'm iffier on it now. And then Scrat. because our class decided to watch Ice Age because our professor hadn't seen it in a really long time. And then one of my classmates bought a baby Scrat plush and brought it to class. It was like $6 on Amazon, so she bought it. And then she gave him a knife, and I wanted to draw that. Austin Powers, love these movies. Big staple, the big pillar in me and Celia's friendship. And then I did this Yellow Jackets one, and I feel like I could have done better. I feel like it's a disservice to Yellow Jackets. It's such a good show, and this feels so not good. I tried to do like a sketch of the cabin, like on notebook paper, to give it like that high school girly feel, and it just looks bad. This blew up on Reels and TikTok a little bit, but yeah, people really liked this. I decided to draw my adult Gravity Falls headcanons, and I realized this is not what Dipper looks like in my head. I drew him too hot, because people kept talking about how hot he was, and I'm like, he's not that hot in my head, because he's related to the Grunkles. He's gonna be built like the Grunkles, and people are comparing him to Germa, and I was like, no. Yeah, I drew Pacifica up here, Mabel down here, Dipper down here. I had Canon, Dipper, and Mabel having like a pickup truck they share. That was something I always wrote in my fan fiction when I was like 13. This was very self-indulgent, just to like my child self. This was when I was writing a comic for class about de-influencing. I was falling down deep into the influence, like, I don't know, it's like a specific niche of TikTok, like that rabbit hole, like the bagoo bags, the like baggy clothes, the Sunny Angels, the Glossier makeup, the books, the coffee, like that kind of vibe. So I decided to draw things that I wanted to buy but didn't need. And I feel like it helped. It was very therapeutic to look at these things and then see the prices and be like, yeah, I don't need those things right now. But it's really funny because then I went and bought some of these things anyways. Yeah, like I still really want a bagoo bag, but I'm waiting for like them to be a little less trendy and maybe see if they'll bring the pink one back, because I really want the pink one back. I wanted Hollow Taco nail polish because that was all over all my socials. I do need to replace my Glossier Cloud paint. It is so old that I get grossed out every time I open it, but I still use it. Sunny Angels, they're so cute, but they're just not practical for the price that they usually are. And then a Big Bud Press jumpsuit. I specifically wanted the bubblegum one, but I caved in New York and I bought myself the bubblegum pants. So, yeah. What We Do in the Shadows and Our Flag Means Death. Just Taika Waititi shows. I love you, Naja. I love her. I watched the first What We Do in the Shadows movie when it came out with my dad, because he's really into horror. And I thought it was so funny, and I was like, oh, this is like this funny underground movie. And then I got a TV show, and I was like, oh, it's this funny underground TV show. And then one night it just blew up on TikTok, and now it is like one of the biggest shows ever. And it makes me so happy because it's just such a fun concept, fun show, fun cast. Our Flag Means Death. This one's fun. It's simple, but I was kind of getting burnt out because it was the end of the semester. This was a follow-up page to those Gravity Falls headcanons. Yeah, we got some Pacifica, some Mabel and Dipper, May Pacifica because I shipped them. And then I also, this is like maybe a little cringe of me, but I used to be really into Parapines, which is Norman and Dipper. Norman from ParaNorman. Yeah, one of my favorite fanfictions of all time is about them, and it was written by two people that I am now happy to call my friends. And I actually got to meet those friends in person for the first time, finally, in almost 10 years when I was in New York, because I live in New York. And we got dinner, and it was like the hardest I've laughed in a very long time, and it was just such a great memory. So I drew this, I think, right before. They were on the brain. Did these Creator Clash studies. You got Aaron, you got Matt and Ryan. Yeah, these were fun. I had a really fun time watching Creator Clash. Oh, and this is Jayla Ray. And she shared it, and I felt really bad because I posted it with a really stupid audio of Butters rapping Nicki Minaj, and then she shared it, and I was like, no, I would have used a better audio if I'd known you were going to share it. And I drew my OCs as mermaids, because this was an AU that I used to have with someone where one of them was a mermaid, and it was fun. Monster High Doodle, I was just trying to finish the sketchbook. So I drew Monster High Gen 3 designs. I don't love the new designs, but I don't hate them either. I still really want a Draculaura and a Frankie. I have a Ghoulia on my desk. And this week I'm actually going to my dad's house and picking up all my childhood Monster High dolls. I have like 80 of them, and I am so fucking excited to like go through that box and find them because I kept them in really good condition. I have like all of the originals. I'm so excited to like put them on my desk. So then, this was after New York, I was like, I'm gonna draw my favorite things right now, just to fill up space. So we got the Big Bud Press pink pants. The best ice cream I've ever had in my life was in New York. It was Vietnamese coffee with Biscoff in it. It was so fucking good. I bought 2 Sunny Angels. One of them I don't like. I got like a little red panda, but I don't really like it that much. But I got a little bell pepper one, and he's cute. We're just really, really into books. And now I've been in a huge reading slump. But at the time, I was reading Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton, and it was very good. And I was playing a lot of Fortnite at the time, so I drew my PlayStation controller. This sketch I actually cleaned up digitally and turned into the July Patreon print, so that's going to ship soon as of the time I'm recording this. If you're a patron, it's probably already come to you by now, but it's Scoots McRocketFeet, my family's cat. It's based on a real photo someone took. She's so cute. I just wanted to draw her as cute as I think she is. Oh, we're here at the last page, I think. Yes, this is the last page. So, yeah, I was just trying to fill things up. I was thumbnailing out what I was thinking about doing for the cover of my next sketchbook. And then I really want to draw this still. I want to draw me and my girlfriend in like the vintage strawberry shortcake style. So she would be lavender latte and I would be buttercream. This is when she had purple hair, then now her hair's green. But I'll probably still make her lavender latte because it's cute. So yeah, this is blank, this is blank. This is where I was testing supplies the whole time I had this. This is a sticker a professor gave me. This is a tag from a purse that I bought for myself. This is Rico Renzi's business card. He is a colorist for Spider-Gwen, and this business card is so fucking dope. It's Gwenum. This is a business card, I think, from a professor at my school. I can't remember whose card this is, but the art was pretty, so I stuck it in the back. This is a greeting card that Chobani sent me, because I put that I wanted free stickers from Chobani, and they sent me stickers and a greeting card. I actually don't like Chobani oat milk. I prefer Oatly, but free stickers are free stickers. So, yeah, that is an hour of my life recording these sketchbook tours. Really quick, thank you to my patrons for supporting me and being my cheerleaders and helping fund my physical merch like stickers and zines and prints. You guys are the best. I love getting to know y'all and getting to send stuff to you every month. Thank you to subscribers who are watching this. Very cool for you to subscribe to me. I appreciate it a lot. To people who aren't subscribed to me and just want to watch a sketchbook tour, also thank you. I appreciate it a lot. If you want to check out my other stuff, I have a Patreon, patreon.com/marmsart. I have a shop. If you don't want to subscribe to my Patreon, but you still want stickers from me, ko-fi.com/marmsart. I have other socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Jesus, that I'm pretty active on. I don't know. I always say I want to be more active on YouTube at the end of every video, and then I'm not. Maybe it's just not meant to be. I want to start making studio vlogs, but I'm bad at remembering to film for those, and I feel very cringe. I went on a whole tangent in the other sketchbook video about... No, that wasn't in my sketchbook video. It was in a vlog that I'm recording. Jesus. I went on a whole tangent in another video that might come up about my relationship with posting things online. And I talked about it a little bit in here, I guess, too. People are mean, and I am afraid to post things, but I know that's stupid. Sometimes you just have to exist online, and that is okay. So anyways, thanks for listening to me ramble. I hope I catch you in my next videos. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go now because my throat hurts from all the talking. Bye!